Welcome, welcome. So glad to see you here tonight with me. I appreciate you spending your time here. And we've got fun. We've got movie trivia. And with Oscar seasons coming up, Oscar season, why did I make that a plural? It's just one Oscar season coming up. Got some Oscar games. Mumsy is in the house. Woohoo! Welcome, welcome. Chalet is in the house. Welcome. Yeah, so we've got Oscar movie trivia game. So the first one we'll do is actually Oscar movies. Another one bites the dust. And Zach is in the house. So we'll do Oscar movies. And then I got another one ready too that I think is more Oscars themselves trivia, like maybe who's had the most pick, who's won the most, who's been nominated most, stuff like that. I don't know. I didn't like check it out first, but it looked by the title that it might be more like that. So we'll do the movie one first. Oh, so a little bit of chit chat, a little bit of chit chat before we get started. If you're watching on replay, go ahead and fast forward if you want to. What do you guys think about Karen Reed today? Woo! Or it might have been yesterday for you. I don't know if it was yesterday or today. My God, I stayed up until 2 a.m. watching it. Who's having a bad day? Oh, Maljor. Oh, it's a bad day. Chalet's up on her French. Oh, Elon Musk says that. So yeah. Did you, I mean, surely you guys have heard about it. Don't call me Shirley. Yeah, surely you must have heard about Karen Reed. So, yeah, I find it very, very interesting. Yeah, you said good day and he said bad day. So Karen Reed, they've just had motions. Right, it's not trial yet. They just had a day of motions. They got through a couple, 2 or 3, and then the Commonwealth got up and tried to say with the very clear implication. So either Hank Brennan, the prosecutor, really believed this, and like someone misled him, right? Or he knew full well and he was outright lying. It's only one of the two. Okay. I'm leaning towards there's someone behind the scenes pushing stuff and pushing information. And they gave him the emails, said these are from the feds. And so I think he may have actually believed it. And then Judge Canoni got so upset. We didn't realize it. She just said, we're going to take a break. But the reason she said we're going to take a break is because she was so outraged over what Brennan had just said about the defense, which I'll get to in just a second. And so, yeah, what happened? You were busy? Oh my gosh, this was so just, I was watching it live as it was happening. Oh my goodness. So she just says, we're going to take a break, and she leaves. Nobody knows until she comes back about 20 minutes later. And said, and I have such grave concerns about. Well, of course, she kind of talks in this soft voice. But you could like feel her shaking. I have such grave concerns over what the Commonwealth has just told me, or has just presented in court, and so which could have profound, so she said grave concerns, profound effect on the defense and the defense counsel. So like defense strategy and defense counsel, the lawyers themselves. So I'm going to suspend everything for the rest of the day, and we're going to come back 1 week from now. And so they got the scheduling and stuff, but before they all agreed what time and everything that they could meet next week, Brennan goes, can I just say one thing? One minute. I need to clarify something, because I think he got the memo. I think somebody said to him, and maybe it was the defense that alerted him to the facts. But let me tell you what he said, what he tried to say, because he flat out, if you watch it, he is sure that he is dropping a bomb, and Judge Beverly Canoni, the bomb exploded on her. All right. And so, yeah, we're talking about movies. The theatrics in this courtroom. It couldn't have been written for a movie. So what does he say? What's his bombshell? His mic drop. Have you guys heard that? I just thought I thought mic drop meant like when a mic is accidentally on and somebody's caught saying something that they didn't realize the mic was on when they were saying it, and so they're busted saying something. I thought that's what it meant, but no. You know what this whole term mic drop is? And so everyone said, oh, everyone thought it was a mic drop. Mic drop comes from rappers, and when they finished their song and they were rap, and then they would throw their mic down on the stage to boom, to make a big ending on their song. And so that's the context of the term mic drop. So yes, the mic drop moment. See, you guys, because I didn't listen to rap, you guys know that from the music trivia, right? So I didn't know about this mic drop thing. They say it and drop the mic. See, Chalet knows. So for those of you that were like me and didn't know, now you know. Okay. So what was this mic drop moment? It was, he goes, there's this thing called the Thule request. So if there's a federal investigation, if there's federal, you might hear it with Brian Kohberger's case. You might hear it with Rick Allen's case. If there's feds involved in an investigation, whether it's a joint investigation, but they have their own paperwork, right? They have their own reports, then the local jurisdiction needs to request their reports, anything from the federal level, right? And here, in this case, there was a federal investigation outside of this one, which I'm not getting into. There was a federal investigation. There were these guys that became witnesses in the first trial that are called the ARCA guys. It's ARCCA. And that's like the name of their company or whatever. So they're the ARCA guys. A lot of people call them the crash daddies. And they do like reenactments, both of like vehicle accidents or any kind of accident, of the mechanical engineering reconstruction, as well as human injury accident reconstruction. That's their thing, accident reconstruction. And they were able to come in and be witnesses in the first trial. And so for discovery, the Commonwealth has been asking, first they asked the defense for the reports, and the defense said, the feds didn't give us any reports. The feds gave us and you the same thing. What you have is what we have. We don't have anything else. And so then they went to the feds and said, we would like to have your reports. And this was just in February, January, I think they made the first request. And then in February, they got a letter saying that the contract ended for the ARCA guys. So now if anybody wants to actually hire them as their experts, they can do so, either side. And I think it was February 6th. And then, so February 11th, I think, the Commonwealth said, okay, well, so we contacted them again to say, well, wait a minute, what's up? What about the report? And, are you going to give us the report and everything? And so then this is like how he leads up to the fact that he says the feds gave us emails, and he's got his emails. He's like, the feds gave us these emails. After we made all these requests, the feds gave us these emails very clearly. saying that the feds gave the emails. Andy's in the house. Woohoo! Andy, so glad you're here. Florida man stories. Chalet. Okay. Drop the mic. Okay. So yeah, you guys can keep chatting. So he's like, these emails. And so what's in these emails? Well, some of them have dates and some of them don't. One of them says, if we'll get back to you about our retainer and everything. And then, oh no, we have to put everything on hold. And then there's one that says that there's notes on the side, and it says we don't have to, apparently the other team said, well, you don't have to use this information if you don't want to, if you don't think the jury cares about it or something, which would be serious if the point being the defense was having, if the defense has conversations outside of scheduling and travel and stuff like that, but of the content of the testimony, they have to turn that over as discovery. That's true. If the defense has emails, or has any correspondence with their expert about the testimony, they have to turn that over as discovery. And here's this email with notes in the margin, which is clearly I'm sorry, my mind just went blank for a minute. Conversation with each other, right? And so if the defense had withheld that and the feds gave it, but the feds gave it to them, to the Commonwealth, then let me make sure I said that right. If the defense withheld that and didn't give it over as discovery, like with the first trial, because he's trying to make it sound like it's the first trial, because some of the emails were dated March, like March and June and April of 2024. So before and during the trial, okay? Some of the emails were dated. But this is the one, I'm pretty sure, she didn't say it, but I'm pretty sure that is the one that outraged Beverly Cannoni, right? The way he's presenting it. And he says, they're hiding things. They're not just hiding, they duped us. He used the word duped. The defense duped us. He might have even said duped you, duped us, whatever. He used the word duped. And so he's hammering this home that they did not hand over this discovery, right? And that they were lying. And so this is why she's so outraged. However, when they come back from the break and she says how outraged and we're suspending everything and I want copies of the emails from the feds this afternoon, today, before the end of the day. You give me those, well, it was like contact the feds. The feds give me information, it gives me documents before. So contact your person at the feds and get these to me. This is when he goes, I need to make a clarification. It wasn't the feds that gave us these emails. It was the defense. And by the way, when he was reading it, she goes, what's the date on that email? Oh, this email doesn't have a date. So the angry email doesn't have a date on it. So it could be about, so this email is potentially, I'm not even going to use the term most likely. I'm just going to say potentially could be that after February 6th, when they were released from, the ARCA guys were released from their contract, then they were hired, then they were contacted to be experts for the defense. And then they were having conversations, and that time for discovery has not finished yet. They have a deadline of March 1st, I think, to hand over all the discovery. But not only do they have a deadline of March 1st, these emails actually were the defense handing over discovery. You see what? But of course, none of this is talked about in court because she's not hearing anything until 1 week from now. And she's like, you guys better come prepared, which could actually mean you guys need to have lawyers to represent yourselves. And because this is serious charges, you could be disbarred for this. She didn't say that. That's the implication of her saying, come prepared, not just come prepared with what you're going to say. Come prepared to protect yourself. Florida man stories. No, I don't know anything about that. So what happened? Get on with what happened. Okay, yeah. So I did. I got on with what happened. That's what happened. You guys want to play games now? Yeah. Oh, thank you for saying, was that Chalet said make everybody like? There it is, Chalet. Everybody make sure and like the Maven. Yes, please. That'd be so kind of you if you did. Okay. So that was like the huge big thing that happened. And all the true crime channels are all yapping about their opinions about it for 2 hours, 3 hours, an hour and a half, whatever. They're going on and on and on and on. Yeah. Okay. It was a bad day. A bad day in court. It was a bad day for Judge Bev, Auntie Bev, people like to call her. It was a bad day for her. She was upset. She was like shaking. Really, she was angry. I don't think in the whole 3 months of trial that Karen Reed had the first time around, I don't think I ever saw her get angry like this. And maybe she did, but I don't think I saw it. And so there you go. That's what happened. And so we'll have to wait until next week to hear the explanation. I need to make a clarification. It'll just take 1 minute. I need to clarify some dates. Oh my goodness. Okay, so time for games. We want movie games. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit of true crime as we were getting started.
Top Movies Quiz Show.
Okay, so let me check. Okay, screen showing, everything. Chat's working. Okay, here we go. Let's watch. Let's guess. 3 seconds. Of course, I'll pause it, so don't worry.
Good luck.
Round 1. So, what movie is that? It's war. It's more modern war. It's not like Vietnam or anything. So it's probably Afghanistan or Iran or something. I don't know, some kind of war, maybe Syria. Andy says he keeps. Yeah, Mumsy. Are you doing a show today or a crime show? Hey, I gave a warning in the beginning that, hey, people can fast forward to the games if they're watching on replay. But Chalet's enjoying the popcorn. Joe Behar got arrested, but wifey can only find that bit was a false video. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Joy Behar. Nobody's saying welcome. Okay. Up with the comments. I think it's the Hurt Locker. It is 2009, The Hurt Locker. Okay, well, it's one of the Hobbit movies, right? Lord of the Rings, Return of the Lord of the Rings. I don't know which one. You guys have to get it more fine-tuned than that. That's all I can give you. It's one of the Lord of the Rings. Minority Report. Oh, Chalet doesn't like war movies. It looks like the comments are a little bit delayed for me, so hang on with that. I'm waiting to see your comments for this one. The Hurt Locker sounds familiar. Yeah, I think didn't it have a female director? Isn't that the one that like Titanic? James Cameron's wife or ex-wife was the director of The Hurt Locker, I think. And so she won really big, and it was a big deal about her winning. Gone with the Wind. There and back again. Okay, I'm hitting play. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. There you go. Oh, look at that guy dressed up in a bird costume. There he is. I know what movie this is. I think that's Michael Keaton. Isn't it Michael Keaton? Starred. This is a big clue to the name of the movie right here. I think he's chomping down on some kibble. Never Ending Story, Hobbit. Dude, Where's My Car? Frankly, Shell, I don't give a damn. But I never. Birdman. This is Birdman. Birdman. There you go. 2014. This is a little bit older. We've got some guys in a hot air balloon. One's wearing a top hat. Should we try to guess the year too? Would this be the 50s? The 50s or the 60s? I'm thinking Around the World in 80 Days. You made a dress of curtains just to look presentable. Oh, Andy knew it was Birdman. Good job. Good job. Yeah, like I know the made a dress of curtains is like in Gone with the Wind. That was a beautiful dress, by the way. Green velvet, wasn't it green velvet curtains? Never Ending Story never won an Oscar. Star Wars, Dr. Dolittle. Ooh, Andy says Dr. Dolittle. Mumsy says Around the World in 80 Days. I agree with Mumsy. I think that's what it is. 1956. Okay. A little bit newer. Is this a king about to give a speech? I don't know for sure, but it kind of looks like it might be a king about to give a speech. Golf clap tips. So could this be the king's speech? And if it is, what year would it have been in? Ooh, Kingsman. The Kingsman. Did that ever win an Oscar, though? It was a good action movie. A good spy movie, action movie. They had a sequel, didn't they? They had one sequel. All right, let's see. Is it the King's Speech? Yes! Oh, and I was even thinking 2011. Oh, come on, everybody. With a big hat at the race, going to the races with the big hats. Yeah, Andy. Oh, 80. Okay, Andy was also thinking the 80 days. All the king's horses and all the king's men could not put him back together again. I saw a little clip, like a thumbnail. I didn't click on the video about like Simpsons, the cartoon, The Simpsons predictions, and that the king would die in 2025. My Fair Lady. There we go. Andy and Chalet. Mumsy, I bet you knew this one. You went to get some more coffee, right? 1964. Audrey Hepburn. Oh, it's a game show. It's like it's a game show set in India. I think there's only one game show set in India. Give you another picture. Where did it have the boy? Oh boy, that was just too fast. Whatever. It's a game show set in India. Just you wait, Henry Higgins. The rain in Spain stains mainly on the plain. Falls mainly on the plain. Jinx. Chalet and Andy had a jinx moment. No, you guys don't know Slumdog Millionaire? I mean, I don't know 100%, but I think that maybe it is Slumdog Millionaire. 2008. Oh, we got Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman is an autistic adult, a very smart autistic adult. Tom Cruise is his nephew, his little brother. Was this an older brother that was kept from him, or is it his uncle? I don't remember. I kind of think it might be his older brother, because his parents died, and his parents had been the ones that were, taking care of him in the institution. Then he found out about him. Rain Man, there we go. Oh, look at all those beautiful rainbow emojis. Every day, the musical in my living room. Rain Man by Zach, by Chalet, by Andy. Tom Cruise is the brother. Thank you, Zach. Mumsy coming in with a Rain Man. He just wants to watch Jeopardy. Time for Wapner. 10 minutes to Wapner. Yeah, I think there might have been Jeopardy in the movie, for sure. Like in statistics and stuff. 1988. Oh my gosh. I think I know what this is. I think it's set in the South between a white cop and a black man. Kind of like To Kill a Mockingbird. But and then also there was a TV show. I think a TV show of the same name that had Archie Bunker playing the cop. And was the black guy a lawyer or something? I mean, To Kill a Mockingbird, the black guy's a lawyer. Well, that was Sidney Poitier. Those toothpicks. Mississippi Burning. Oh, good guess. Good. They call me Mr. Tibbs. They call me Mr. Tibbs. And was that in this movie, or was that it was To Kill a Mockingbird? Yeah, To Kill a Mockingbird was a movie that starred Sidney Poitier, right? Andy, Heat of the Night. That's what I'm thinking this is. I do not know for sure, and I would guess it's in the 60s. Let's find out. Yes, in 67, Heat of the Night. Black ladies, black with a capital B, in line clocking. They're in line clocking in. Is this the one where they're did you know that people were called computers if they did computing by hand? So people did a lot of math, and those people doing the math were called computers because they computed. 1967. Good job, Andy. I think it's that movie where this I don't know. It's either that or The Help. No, it's not The Help, because this is like in an office building. I think it's those the women that were computers. I'm not sure the name of the movie. Okay, I'm gonna play. The Shape of Water? What? Really? I actually. Ooh. Carl Malden. Carl Malden. He came and spoke at our school. I met him. Nice guy. So what World War II movie was Carl Malden in? Was it about MacArthur? Patton. Oh, that's a good one. I don't do self-loathing, sweetie. That's a song lyric. Operator, can you help me make a call? And I'm a dumb white boy is some lyrics, Hidden Figures. Andy was saying when I was talking about the computer people. Yeah, Shape of Water. I never saw that. Patton. Andy says Patton. Chalet says, Annie, get your guns. Annie, good morning, my dear. Is there somebody named Annie or is just Andy? Yeah. All righty. Patton. There it is. 1970. Oh. We've got Wolves. We've got Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner and Wolves. And what year? This was in the 80s. Chalet said good day. Good day, US time. Yes, you did. I do see that, Chalet. I'm not, are you saying it to me or to somebody else? Wolf on Wall Street. No, he was calling, like Little Orphan Annie? Oh, Annie, get your guns. He was calling you, saying, got it. Okay. A little slow on the uptake. Somebody said it. You know what? The weirdest thing is I'll see some and then they disappear. Oh, there we go. Now it's showing up. Andy says dances. Chalet dances with weirdos. I mean wolves. Zach, I'm ugly on the dance floor with wolves. Wolf of Wall Street. Mumsy dancing with the wolves. Moving right along. There we go. Absolutely. Dancing with wolves. Dances with wolves. Yeah. Slaves. Picking cotton. Whoops. Slaves picking cotton. Is this the one with Leonardo DiCaprio as the plantation owner? No, that was Django. Is this Django or something else? 12 years. 12 years a slave. I think you're right, Andy. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Darn, didn't get it. I think you're right, Andy. Let's see. 12 Years a Slave, 2013. Huh. Ben Kingsley, right? Is a guy in a robe. Ben Kingsley is an Indian guy, a guy from India, Indian, wearing a robe. I think he won a Nobel Peace Prize. Charlotte's Web. And Zach says, nickname of December 29th, 2024, presidential bucket kicker, Jimmy Crackcorn Carter. Charlotte's Web, Gandhi. There we go, Gandhi. 1982. Kind of looks like a newsroom, yeah? But pretty modern. And this Leave Schreiber. I wanted to, there, pop it there. Okay. They're definitely in an office. I don't know. It's giving me news vibes. Certainly a lot of mail content, these plastic tubs that are like when that the post office uses when you have a lot of, yay, a lot of mail delivery. I mean, it could be like a TV station or something. Choose the movie theater. You did not see that movie. You chose the movie theater next to that one. Isn't it funny that like nobody was really you just like bought your ticket at the front and then nobody was like really, yay, another one bites the dust. Nobody really checked which movie theater that you went into once you went in the front and someone tore your ticket and then you bought your popcorn and you just went into whichever one you wanted. How many men does it take to screw in a light bulb? Oh, Mumsy's saying Watergate. You mean All the President's Men, or another Watergate movie? I don't think it's not All the President's Men. I would recognize that one. It's clearly, I remember that clearly. It's using the other movie and seeing the nerd guy come up. That was my friend. It's an actor now. No, it's not All the President's Men. I guarantee that. Spotlight. Okay, let me look up what Spotlight was about. I don't even know. Movie. 2015. Boston Globe. Oh, is this the one where the Boston Globe investigated the church? Okay. And they broke the scandal with the Catholic Church in Boston. Check for comments. Yeah, figure that one out. Your friend that's now an actor? I don't remember. I think these are all Best Picture winners. Yes, I think you're right, Zach. Grand Central. This guy looks kind of like a spy. He's in a trench coat. He's got an umbrella. He's got a newspaper. He's got a fedora hat. It looks like the 1970s by the way people are dressed. They're in Grand Central Station, so it's in New York. I don't know. Let's say you. Very large spotlight. Yeah. No, I figured out what you were saying. Okay. Oh, French Connection. Did they have a scene in New York? Very good, Andy. Okay, let's go to 20. So you got a young boy king. I think this is supposed to be like the Dalai Lama or something. Or is it like the last emperor? If it's a king, then it might be the last emperor. But it kind of I think I remember seeing a movie where the Dalai Lama, I don't know, it's almost like The King and I, where the king of Thailand, of Siam, has the English tutor come, but this was like somebody who went up, 7 years in Tibet, maybe? Did Brad Pitt go to the Dalai Lama and like tutor him in English or something in 7 years in Tibet? Okay, Andy's also saying 7 years in Tibet. Back to figure it out. He's not smart. Oh, you're being modest. Okay, the last emperor. Okay, like I said, it could have gone either way. Rose petals. Okay, we know this one. Come on. Rose petals. Not rosebud, rose petals. Kevin Spacey. Never saw the movie. I read the script, though. I did read the script, but I've never seen the movie. Used to read a lot of scripts. I used to rent a room from a friend of mine that was an Academy member. And so when whatever movies are nominated for Best Screenplay, they send out a copy of the script to all the members so they can read it and vote. And so he had like every Academy nominee script. American Beauty. Andy's got it. 1999. I was in college. Okay. Ratso, Dustin Hoffman, Ratso. I'm walking here. Hey, I'm walking here. And John Voight from the Midwest. He's a cowboy going to New York City to please the ladies. Doesn't work out quite the way he thought it would. They escape on a bus to Florida. Ratso dies in his arm. One of the best film endings ever, I think. I mean, cinematically, you see the two of them. It zooms in on John Voight looking out the window, and then it zooms back out, and you see Ratso's dead. Do you guys know what movie this is? And it was the first movie that got an X rating. They invented the X rating for this movie. Midnight Cowboy, Andy again. Yes, indeed. One more, and then we'll switch over to another game. I mean, yeah, because that's 19. So number 20. Little boy. Stop. I don't know. Did you guys see that? Little boy running. So you got a little orphan pauper boy that's probably talking about how hungry he is. Can I have a bit more, please? How am I doing? Chalet's a lot better than me and stuff like that. Can I have some more, please? Didn't he say that? I'm yes. Yes. I'm not even sure if he said that. I think he said that. I think that's the movie. Oliver, your favorite, Sea Chalet. I know. Yeah, like a rhinestone cowboy. But I think that was a different movie with Robert Redford. Yeah, you saw it. I saw it too in my film appreciation class. Okay. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. 1968. All right, so let's try. Have some more, please. You got a pocket or two. Mom used to read the book. You saw it in Chicago. Wow. Inner theater school. In what year was the first Academy Awards ceremony held? I think it was in the 20s. Maybe 28, maybe 23. Could have been like 32. I'm going to go with 28. What say you? Dumb boy I am saying 1929. So I could be on the right track here. Anybody else want to make a guess? The award spanned 2 years for the first two ceremonies. Okay, let's see. Oh, and we've got a countdown screen. Excellent, Zach. Hmm. Now, did they have the category of Best Picture? Probably. But some categories got added later. They didn't always have all the categories. So for example, if they didn't have Best Picture in 1929, then it could have been later. It could have been 1932 that was the first Best Picture, right? But we're going to assume it's 1929. So what movie was it? Was it an airplane one with airplanes like Howard Hughes or something? The first one? What are you guys saying? Wings! See? Airplanes. You asked Alexa, what? Oh, May 16th to be exact. Well, there you go. You were right. It was not at Grauman's Chinese Theater. It was in a hotel, like a hotel ballroom, I think, in the first one. That could be one of the questions that comes up. Let me ask Alaska. Oh, Mumsy thinking Ben-Hur. I think Ben-Hur did win an Oscar. I'm not sure which year, though. Yeah, I think it was Wings. Whoops. Let me move this over. I'm going to close that one. We're done with that. Yes. Interesting. I'm going to say, well, gosh, if it was only 5, that would be pretty short. Probably had to do more than that. Maybe 12? I'll just take a guess at 12. 1958 version of Ben-Hur won that Oscars. Okay, keep that in mind, guys. If the question comes up about 1958 or Ben-Hur, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. 5. See, 5 was my first thought. And then I thought, no, that would be too short of a ceremony to only be 5. Chalet's saying 13. I'm going with 12. So let's see. Ah! It was a guess. It was a pure guess. Okay, well, let's think. When was television invented? It was in the 50s, right? Baby boomers grew up with TV. 1951. I'm pretty sure that Hollywood would be on the cutting edge. Well, no, they might have wanted to keep it private for a while. So on one hand, it's like, TV and movies, as soon as television is available, but not everybody had a TV. So they might not have been convinced of the wide audience. And plus the Academy is kind of, a tight-knit group. So they might have wanted it to just be their own little private party. I'm going to go with 1953. What are you guys saying? Zach is saying 54. Chalet saying 69, the first color TV. When did Ernest Borgnine win for Marty? I do not know. Are you asking Alexis? Okay. So I'm saying 53. Whoops. Zach is saying 54. Chalet is saying 69. All right, let's see. Oh. I know. I think I know this. I don't know her name, but it was the lady that played in Gone with the Wind. The lady in Gone with the Wind. I don't know her name. Let me do under the desk here. Ha, got it. "1955, Ernie won." Thank you, Zach. We were talking about TV. 1928. Hattie McDaniel. There you go. That's her name. That's her name. Who said that? Zach. Zach said it. Andy's saying Sidney Poitier. I'm not sure if I think they finally gave him a Lifetime Award Oscar. Did he actually win an Oscar? I'm not sure. Maybe. But Hattie McDowell was the first person of color. There we go. Well, I already did mention that it was like a big deal when the director of Hurt Locker won. I'm not sure. Of course, there's been female directors. I don't know that they won an Academy Award. I'm going to say Hurt Locker. James Cameron's ex-wife. I don't remember her name. Let's say you. Anybody got any thoughts on this one? You guys all staying silent, or is it a delay? Jane Campion. Zach says Jane Campion. Oh, it is the Hurt Locker. Okay. I think I know this. I think it's Snow White. Yes, he did. He did win an award, Mom. Thanks. Sidney Poitier did win an award, Mumsy says. So, anybody have any other thoughts? Do you agree or disagree? Was Snow White the first animated film to be nominated for Best Picture? Because back then they didn't have a separate animated film category. Nobody? Is it delay again? I'm sorry. Go ahead and I'll see it in a minute. Oh, Bambi. Mumsy says Bambi. I love Bambi. One of my favorites. Mumsy knows that. I tried to name my daughter Feline, Bambi's girlfriend. Jasmine Feline. That's what I was going to name my daughter. My ex-husband was fine with it until he found out it was from Bambi. And then he said, "No, you're not naming my daughter after a cartoon." No one, you know what? I never put a connection between that and him getting so mad at my son Danny for naming his kids after comic book stuff. But maybe, maybe it had the roots back then. Beauty and the Beast, Zach says. Andy says, "Thanks, Marty, for Dumb Boy I Am." Mumsy says, Bambi. I think it's Snow White. Oh, Zach. Life is Beautiful. Or was there one before that? I think it might have been the Italian film Life is Beautiful. Is there anybody got anything before that? It might have been. What about who was that director that did like La Dolce Vita and stuff? None of the spaghetti westerns would have won. Well, those were all in English anyway, weren't they? I got a delay. I'll see your answers after. I'm going to hit play. Wait, wait. Wasn't Life is Beautiful? Okay. Wasn't it in Italian? Oh, maybe it didn't win. 1997. Language. Italian period comedy. Is the movie in English? After the Italian English subtitled version became a hit, it was released in an English dubbed version, but that was less successful. Oscar. It won the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film, originally in Italian. Okay. So it didn't win Best Picture. All right. I had to clear that up, guys, because I remembered that movie. Oops. So let me share this one instead. Let me see your comments. Fellini. Thank you, Andy. Fellini is the Italian director that I was thinking about, that maybe he might have had a film that won something, but no. All right. Ooh. So The Beauty and the Beast won Best Picture. So Best Animated Feature, I think, would have come after that. I don't think it's been around that long. So the late 90s, 95, 96, 97, maybe even the early 2000s. I have to pick a year. $2005. I'm gonna say I'm just picking 2005. 2003. I'm gonna say 2003. Nothing with you guys? I got that much of a delay? Okay, I don't want you guys to like just wait for me. So woo! 1 year off. Oh, I was thinking I gotta have this. I have to have this in this very question in my game when we have our when we have our Oscar event. That this is going to be one of my trivia questions. This very question. And so, what were one of the three movies? Can I look at my notes? That won the most. Titanic might be one of them. You guys were talking about Ben-Hur earlier. That might be one of them. What are you guys saying? Aristocats. Oh, Sergio Leone. He was the spaghetti western guy. Some boy I am was saying 1940 for one of the other ones. You're still here, but you have to multitask. Okay. Chalet, multitask away. Andy says The Matrix. Chalet says Titanic. Zach says All About Eve. Andy says Gone with the Wind. You picked this last time. So let us see what the three movies are. Oh, I got two of them. Ben-Hur and Titanic. Woohoo! And Lord of the Rings. I remember that year that Lord of the Rings won all those. Greatest story ever told. So good job, you guys that guessed some of them. All right, 10 o'clock. I think because of the delay thing, it's kind of weird for me. So I think we'll just call it a night at 1 hour. But before you run away, hey, don't forget, that love transcends time and space. So wherever and whenever you are watching this, I love you. I do. Give yourself a hug from me. I do. Thank you so much for choosing to spend time with me. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you again tomorrow night. So we should do our true crime. We should do our true crime Cambodia. There's always funny things. We don't want them to get too far away. You know, I mean, like too many of them. If we wait too long, then See you Sunday for the new curmudgeon. That's right. Sunday is crosswords. Same bat time, same bat channel. It's always 9 p.m. for me. And which at this point in the year is 9 a.m. Eastern. And you can calculate from there. Of course, same bat time, same bat channel. Have a fabulous, so Zach says, see you on Sunday for the new curmudgeon crosswords. Chalet says, have a fabulous day. Catch you later. Oh, you're on to me. Mumsy says, hugs everyone. Zach is saying, see you next time, folks. Andy, lots of heart emojis with, what is that, red tickets? Like lottery tickets? And happy face heart emojis. Everyone's saying goodbye. All right. So, yeah, you guys know that I hope to see you tomorrow for True Crime Cambodia. And until then, catch you later.